So close. I almost I almost got all the reviews done in the previous video. Missed just one. Fune wo Ammu, the anime about compiling a dictionary. Um, I can't really explain why I enjoyed it so much, but I did enjoy it a lot. And so if you're even slightly curious about what an anime about compiling a dictionary would be like, or what would make that good, yeah, you can watch it and find out. Fune wo Ammu. Interviews with Monster Girls by A1 Pictures. It's a manga adaptation. Succubus, Doulahan, and Vampire, they are known as Asian or demis and are slightly different than the average human. They have lived alongside humans for ages under persecution. However, in recent years, they have become accepted as members of society. This story follows a high school biology teacher who has a great interest in demis and his interaction with the various demis in his school, each with their own cute problems. The fuck is a cute problem? Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid by Kyoto Animation. It's a manga adaptation. Miss Kobayashi is your average office worker who lives a boring life alone in her small apartment until she saves the life of a female dragon in distress. The dragon, named Toru, has the ability to magically transform into an adorable human girl, albeit with horns and a tail, who will do anything to pay off her debts of gratitude, whether Miss Kobayashi likes it or not. With a very persistent and amorous dragon as a roommate, nothing comes easy, and Miss Kobayashi's normal life is about to go off the deep end! Exclamation mark. Who's excited for little girl dragons? That's what anime needed. Schoolgirl Strikers Animation Channel by JC Staff. It's a video game adaptation. Set in Goroyokan Academy, a new private junior high school for girls with a vast downtown campus. This highly popular school has another face, a secret hidden side. It organizes and trains the special unit Fifth Force to protect the world from invisible supernatural enemies known as Oburi that are devouring the world. A team of 5 trained with powers against the Oburi is to be chosen from the student body to perform missions. A new team leader has been appointed to assemble the 5 students. Future World High School Fighting Aliens, blah blah blah. Gabriel Dropout by Doga Kobo. It's a manga adaptation. The comedy follows Gabriel White, who graduated at the top of the class at Angel School and attends a human school on Earth in pursuit of knowledge, but then gets engrossed in a web game and decides it's too much trouble to go anywhere. So it's about an angel neat. That's a real meaningful change from a human neat, an angel neat. You're really thinking outside the box now, anime. Fuka by Diomedia. It's a manga adaptation. Story centers on a young man named Yu Haruna, who has just switched schools. He's a bit shy and he constantly glued to his smartphone so he can check Twitter. He meets a girl named Fuka Akizuki who doesn't even have a cell phone, is free-spirited, and naturally fascinates others. Yu recently has been getting back in touch via Twitter with his childhood friend Koyuki Hinashi, who is now a popular singer. One day Yu invites Fuka to one of Koyuki's concerts, and there the three meet for the first time. The story follows the love triangle between a love that started through electronics and a love that didn't start through electronics. Whoa, how thematic. Spirit Pact by Iman. It's a manga adaptation. Heir of an old famous family of exorcists, Keikayu is stricken by poverty after losing his parents. He struggles as a street fortune teller and computer recovery part-timer to earn money. One night in a junkyard, he meets the mysterious yet charismatic exorcist Ki Tanmoku, fighting an evil spirit. This encounter is the beginning of a fated story for Keikayu. Unfortunately for him, he is actually hit by a car and became a ghost. That was when the handsome exorcist Ki appeared and asked Keika to make a pact with him to fight evil spirits together. Here starts the friendship of our heroes. Oh boy, another attempt this season at girls bicycling because last season's failure. I mean, you can't give up. You gambare. All right, Minami Kamakura High School Girls Cycling Club by JC Staff. It's a manga adaptation. The story begins with Hiromi Maiharu, a girl who moved from Nagasaki to Kamakura. She begins her new life in Kamakura and her first day in high school by bicycling to her school, but she has not ridden a bicycle since she was young. On the way to the ceremony for the first day, she meets Tomo Akitsuki, and Tomo helps her train to be better at bicycling. Hey, a new Yowamushi pedal, a proper cycling show this season. Boys cycling versus girls cycling this season. First past the finish line of not sucking wins. Akiba's Trip, the animation by Gonzo, video game adaptation. I think I know this video game. This is a video game where you kick people and their clothes come off. That's pretty much it. Akihabara, a broad-minded neighborhood where everyone from beginners to masters are welcomed, even when you are alone. If you go to Akiba, you'll find someone who understands you. It's a neighborhood where anything is possible, where anyone can do seemingly anything. A place where you can lay bare your body and soul. In this neighborhood of Akiba, which has everything including anime, games, maids, idols, secondhand parts, and cheap food, battles are fought against the bagel monos, and a steadfast boy meets girl story begins! Exclamation mark. Steadfast. Nothing quite like a steadfast boy meets girl story. You know what I like from my boy meets girl stories? Steadfastness. Marginal number 4, Kiss! Karatsukuru Big Bang by JC Staff. It's an original. Anime follows the marginal number 4 idol unit who... idols. Good old idols. Who made their debut at Pythagoras Production. Fucking math. Fuck. On February 13th. The members give their all for their fans in their idol activities, but they are also normal high school students. The anime will follow both their everyday lives as high school students and their lives as idols. What a tremendous synopsis. Like, that really pulled me in. I'm so interested to see what these characters are going to do in their idol/high school life. I've really heard nothing like this else exists in anime ever. It's just so original that I gotta. Idol Incidents by Mappa. It's a video game adaptation. The anime takes place in a parallel world, Japan, where idols stand up against the corrupt government. What? I think I sort of fainted mid-sentence because idols stand up against a corrupt government as idol diet members and then work to bring back the smiles of the Japanese people through song and dance. The idol diet members belong to 7 different political parties, including the Heroin Party, the SOS Party, the Subculture New Party, the Bishojo Party, the Wakaba Party, the Starlight Party, and the Samurai Party. It's fucking politics idol girls. These brave Mappa anime warriors decided they were done with high school anime girls like those other bullshit shows this season. They're gonna have politician idols. They're gonna take this genre into a new and spectacular world. Part House of Cards, part singing and dancing cute girls. That's exceptional. Handshakers by Go Hands. It's an original about the Trump presidency.
Shaking right now. I'm literally shaking right now. Oh my god, I'm literally shaking right now.
In Osaka in the year AD 20XX, handshakers are partners who can summon Nimrods. Nimrods? Weapons born from their deep psyche by joining hands. In order to grant the pair's wish, the handshakers compete with and fight other handshaker pairs. The top pair will then meet and challenge God. Yurara Mayro Cho by J.C. Staff. It's a manga adaptation. The story is set in Mayro Cho, a town where all female diviners live and where girls from all over the country yearn to become the top diviner. Today, a solitary girl named Chia enters the town gates. However, she has another purpose coming here besides becoming the Yurara. Chia's days as an apprentice diviner begin as she meets three friends, the earnest Khan, Kome, who is a fan of Western culture, and the shy No. Ban G Dream! Exclamation by Zebek. It's an original. The Next Generation Girls Band Project, which links characters with real life performances! Exclamation mark. Band Dream! Exclamation mark is a media mix project featuring animation, music videos, comics, song releases, and many more. What's more, the voice cast for the characters of Band Dream! Exclamation will also hold real live performances as the girls' band Poppin' Party. I really hope whoever wrote that and came up with this franchise that's gonna die within one season. Just I hope they die on their own vomit. Really, that's my big band dream. Little Witch Academia has a TV series this season. There's no synopsis. The best thing I can say about Little Witch is that they had really good animation, and I don't know if it's a series, it might not have good animation anymore. They might ditch that because they have to make a whole bunch of episodes. So it might be terrible. Kimono Friends by Yao Yorozu. It's a video game adaptation. The anime's story takes place in Japari Park, a gigantic integrated zoo. In the zoo, due to the mysterious sand star substance, the animals start turning into human-shaped creatures called the Animal Girls. Yay! Japari Park is a place where many people visit and have fun at, but one day a lost child wanders into the park, and the gorilla cute girl gets near him and then gets shot, and everyone's like, oh no, the gorilla girl, how could you shoot her? A Harambe meme. We did it. We really did it. Alright, let me finish reading this. The lost child starts a journey to return, but because so many animal girls join in on the quest, it becomes an unexpected grand adventure. I think my version was better, really. Saga of Tanya the Evil by Nut. It's a light novel adaptation. The novel series centers on a young girl who fights on the front lines in war. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, and nearly transparent white skin. And she flies through the air and mercilessly strikes down her opponents. Her name is Tanya Degurchaff, and she speaks with a young girl's lisp and commands the army. Tanya used to be one of Japan's elite office workers, but because of a wrathful god was reborn as a little girl. Tanya prioritizes optimization and career advancement above all, and she will become one of the most dangerous entities among the Imperial Army's sorcerers. What? Akka 13 Territory Inspection Department by Madhouse Studios, manga adaptation. The Kingdom of Dowa, which is subdivided into 13 states, is celebrating its monarch's 99th birthday. These 13 states have many agencies that are controlled by the giant organization known as Akka. Within Akka, John Otis is the second in command of the inspection agency. His agency has 10 people placed in each of the 13 states with a central office in the capital city. They keep track of all the activities of Akka across the kingdom and keep data on each state's Akka office flowing towards the central office. John also often has business trips from the capital to the other districts to check on the situation and personnel there. I've learned a lot about Akka except what Akka stands for, and it stands for actually does nothing. Scum's Wish by Lurch. It's a manga adaptation. Hanabi and Mugi are bathed in envious gazers from all around as a beautiful couple with excellent moral conduct. But these two apparently perfect people in an apparently perfect relationship share a secret they can't tell anyone. They're both secret idol group dragons fighting aliens, and they're ghosts, and they have a foot fetish. Chaos Semicolon Child by Silverlink. It's a visual novel adaptation, a part of the Semicolon series. In the original visual novel, after a magnitude 7.8 earthquake hits Tokyo's Shibuya ward on November 6, 2009, a black fire spreads and causes mass panic on the day of the earthquake. The sudden disaster that becomes known as the Shibuya earthquake kills 3,851 people and injures 30-something thousand more. Set in a reconstructed Shibuya district in October 2015, a string of mysterious deaths occur in Shibuya. Amidst the reconstruction, people begin to take notice as the strange events start on the same day that chaos broke out in Shibuya with a certain incident 5 years earlier. The events are called the Return of the New Generation Madness. A lot of people seem to like the Semicolon visual novel series, but I've seen the anime and they're not very good anime. Masamune-kun's Revenge by Silverlink. It's a manga adaptation. As an overweight child, Makabe Masamune was mercilessly teased and bullied by one particular girl, Aragaki Aki. Determined to one day exact his revenge upon her, Makabe begins a rigorous regimen of self-improvement and personal transformation. Years later, Masamune reemerges as a new man, handsome, popular, with perfect grades and good at sports. Masamune-kun transfers to Aki's school and is unrecognizable to her. Now Masamune-kun is ready to confront the girl who bullied him so many years ago and humiliates her at last. But will revenge be as sweet as he thought? Honestly, this anime really tells me that bullying is the right thing to do. It makes people better. You fat, lazy pieces of shit. What are you watching this for? Get off your ass and do something with your life. Hey, Showa Genroku Rakugo is back. I'm not going to even bother reading the synopsis. You know you should watch this. If you've been watching me do these anime synopsis things and review things, you know that I love this show. And you should watch this. Siren by Studio Gokumi. It's an original. Shoichi Kamida is an ordinary high school boy who is faced with university entrance exams and worries about his future. This campus romantic comedy, Siren means honest in Japanese. Thanks, translator's notes. Depicts his pure relationship with 3 different heroines. What a slut. And each story is the unique and mutual memory between him and the heroine. I'm surprised this is an original and not like it sounds like a lame visual novel romance concept. Onihei by Studio M2. It's a novel adaptation, the historical novel series. Reminder that Japan doesn't know its own history, so yeah. Depicts Heizu Hasegawa, who meets justice on wrongdoers and supervises the crackdown on arsonists and robbers in Japan's Edo period 1603 to 1869, and probably does so with a lot of magic and with a cute girl dragon buddy. A weird little E with a line on top of it. ID Live by Studio Pierrot. It's a manga adaptation. Chuta Kokono's is an orphan who lives with his aunt. For as long as he can remember, he's had a voice in his head, but other than that, he's a normal boy. Right until the day when a strangely looking thing follows him home and teleports him to a place filled with more fantastic creatures. It's a space police station, and Ryan Brick, the chief of Solar System Department, tells him that he's been chosen by the computer as a possible candidate to join the police force. Although Mizusu Sonokata, a girl from Chuta's school with an angelic face and ill temper who turns out to be one of Ryan Brick's subordinates, doesn't think him suitable for such a job, Chuta, who was shocked at first, decides to take the aptitude test after being urged by the voice in his head and to prove Mizusu wrong. This whole synopsis sounds an awful lot like that terrible Trigger anime, but like, serious? Chain Chronicle, The Light of Hakstas by Telecom Animation Film. It's a video game adaptation. This is the story of the Chain Chronicle, a book that describes everything that happens in the world. The citizens of the remote continent of Yigh once thought that there was nothing beyond their continent. The continent was divided into several regions, each with its own king. Though there were small skirmishes amongst them, a lord chosen by the kings in conference always maintained balance until the evil Black Army arrived. The volunteer army, led by Yuri, was no match for the Black Army. During the fighting, the Lord of Black captures half of the Chain Chronicle as well as the capital. Cool, dude. Alright, and let's see, what do we got in the shorts? The shorts. Sentai Heroes Sukiyaki Force by Studio 4C. Wow. It's an original. The anime will be a surreal comedy that emphasizes Gunma Prefecture's self-sufficiency in ingredients for sukiyaki. The story centers around the titular Sukiyaki Force, created by Professor Wari Shita, who fight against the forces of Kuraida, who have come to Gunma and threaten to destroy the world. I don't know, that sounds pretty lame, but it's by Studio 4C, so it'll probably look fantastic. One Room by Typhoon Graphics. It's an original series. Will tell 3 stories raised in your one room. What? They finally made an anime based on Ludum Dare's favorite concept. The concept that you have to contribute to all 50 Ludum Dares every year. What could you do with one room? What? One room? Whoa. You could put 3 stories about these shoujo girls in one room. Forest Fairy 5 by, it doesn't say who it's by. It's an original. A beautiful nation prospering since ancient times, Japan is now known as the Anime Kingdom. Sure is. There are more than just humans living there. Animes truly do exist in Japan. What? Really? Animes are real? Dude. Past the fairy ring to the world of fairies lives anime-chans. There's a fairy ring in your town too, here and there. Even Harajuku. Maybe even in the Ashigara Mountains. By some chance, we'll open that door and we might get to meet the anime-chans. This is the land where you get to meet anime-chans. Gotta get them animes. Gotta get them animes. Gotta get them anime.